Today on Rockfeed, we have an update for you in the suit filed by former Slipknot percussionist Fehn against his former bandmates Corey Taylor and Sean "Clown" Crayon, as well as their business manager. And for those who don't recall, earlier this year we learned that Fehn had filed that suit in a New York court and that he was then later removed from the band via a statement that was released by Slipknot. Now, since then, there hasn't been much to learn about this suit other than the attorneys for Fehn speaking to us on Rockfeed, saying that they feel as though he should have access to financial records from Slipknot. But other than that, he hasn't spoken himself. But now we have filings to the court by both Corey Taylor and Sean "Clown" Crayon demanding that the case be tossed from court because they feel as though this case was filed in a jurisdiction that makes no sense whatsoever. Here are what the affidavits say. I'm just going to read one of them because they're basically saying the exact same thing, and they are filed and signed by Clown and Corey Taylor respectively, and they make some solid arguments here. The document says, I, Michael Sean Crayon, being duly sworn, deposes and says, I am a founding member of the recording group Slipknot and defendant in the instant action. I have personal knowledge of the matters below, and if asked, could and would testify to them. I make this affidavit in support to motion to dismiss for lack of personal jurisdiction on behalf of myself and defendants Corey Taylor, Slipknot Incorporated, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot more. Slipknot is a heavy metal band that I founded in 1995 in my hometown of Des Moines, Iowa. I and most of the band members live in Iowa. None of us live in New York, which he's alluding to where it was filed. I have no property in New York, and other than occasional performances with the band in New York, personally conduct no business in New York. We've released 6 studio albums. 5 albums were recorded in Southern California, and 1 was recorded in Jamaica, Iowa, near Des Moines. None of our albums were written, rehearsed, or recorded in New York. I'm a resident of Des Moines, Iowa, where I have lived my entire life. I've never owned real property in the state of New York or lived there, except for infrequent tour appearances with the band, which included performances in New York during national and worldwide multi-city tours. And then our business manager, defendant Rob Shore and Associates, whose business was in New York, apparently used its business for convenience of mailing on behalf of the band. And then he signed it and Corey signed it. They both say mostly the same thing there in the document, so I don't want to read the same document to you twice and be redundant, but they make a very good point. Why is this being taken to court in New York if the band was founded in Iowa? Fehn was also from Iowa. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense as to why this case is attempting to be tried in New York, given that there is essentially no business being conducted by Slipknot in that state. This is an Iowa band. They have always been an Iowa band, and I think that the band has a very good shot at getting these claims tossed, given the legal argument that they're making. What the hell do I know, though? I'm not an expert, but it sounds pretty legit to me. But what do you guys think in the comments down below? Be sure to let us know, and we'll keep following this situation as it continues to develop. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on if you're new here so you don't miss out on breaking hard rock and heavy metal news. That's all for now. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.